Let's head south now. Up to 18,000 people a day, including shoppers and daily workers, go through the official Betbridge crossing point between Zimbabwe and South Africa. But now, there's a new headache. Ever since a crackdown was initiated by the South African government, many Zimbabweans are opting for the perilous Limpopo River crossing, where they encounter smugglers and thieves. Here's a report.
This is the Limpopo River, which rises in South Africa and flows generally eastward through Mozambique to the Indian Ocean. It's been considered a gateway for hundreds of migrants entering South Africa from the north. Many migrants risk all they have to reach South Africa in search of a better life. Encountering smugglers and bandits is common.
It's not easy to live in Zimbabwe because there's no job, no money. Even the economy is very down, so I try to push myself to run away from Zimbabwe, looking for something better to support my family.
As night falls, a handful of South African soldiers slouch under a tent near a crocodile-infested pond of the largely dry Limpopo River. They patrol kilometers of wild terrain for smugglers ferrying across for cigarettes, stolen cars, and mostly of all, people.
The biggest challenge we have when it comes to illegal migration is the movement exactly through the Limpopo River, and particularly in off-season, like in a winter kind of period, which is the period we're going into because the river becomes dry. When the river is dry, literally people walk through the river, as it were. Now, the biggest challenge we have, we don't as yet have technology.
For years now, Zimbabwe, mired in economic crisis, has been the biggest source of migrants crossing over into Africa's most industrialized nation. Nearly half of about 2.4 million foreigners living in South Africa are Zimbabweans, according to the latest census. Hostility towards them has increased in recent years, as South Africans tire of rising unemployment, inequality, and dim economic prospects.
Well, the past week we've had a lot of stolen vehicles cross through in this area. We've had smuggling of illicit goods. Can be any illegal goods that enter the country or exit the country without going through the proper customs. We've had a lot of undocumented people on private property. That's basically trespassing.
A barbed wire border fence set up in 2020 has gaping holes all over, pillaged for scrap metal. Politicians have fanned the flames, shifting blame to foreigners for high crime rates and breakdown of overstretched public services.
I can't go home empty-handed also. I need to get something better for my family.
Struggling in the polls ahead of the most competitive election in decades, the ruling African National Congress has vowed to clamp down on illegal immigration amid rising xenophobia. Locals say the border guards are fast losing the battle. World of Africa at 100. Bureau Report, WION World is One.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.